Let's put together everything we've been working on so far and practice solving equations with decimals. The first equation I'm going to give you is 4x plus 2.5 equals 6.8. Now, we know we cannot do anything with this x until we get rid of this 2.5. So we're going to start by subtracting by 2.5. Whatever we do to the left side, we have to do to the right side, and vice versa. So now we're going to have that 4x plus 0 equals, when subtracting decimals, keep the decimals in a line. 8 minus 5 is 3. Keep the decimal lined up. 6 minus 2 is 4. So now we have 4x plus 0, which is just 4x, equals 4.3. Now we're going to divide by 4 to get the x by itself. So I'm going to do my long division over here. 4.3 divided by 4. We're dividing with the whole number, so we don't have to worry about moving the decimal over. So how many times does 4 go into 4? 4 goes into 4 one time. Bring down the 3. How many times does 4 go into 3? 4 does not go into 3. So let's add a 0 and bring that down. How many times does 4 go into 30? 4 goes into 30 7 times. That would be 28. So 7 times 4 was 28. 30 minus 28 will give us 2. Now we have to see how many times does 4 go into 20. 4 goes into 20 5 times evenly. So there's going to be nothing left over. So our x is going to be equal to 1.075. Let's say I ask you to solve 2.8y minus 5 equals 10. We're going to start by adding 5 to both sides to get the y by itself. So we're going to get 2.8y plus 0 equals 15. 2.8y plus 0 is just 2.8y equals 15. Now to get this y by itself, we're going to divide by 2.8. Whatever we do to the left side, we have to do to the right side. So, doing my long division over here, we're going to do 2.8 divided by 15. 15 is a whole number, so we don't have to worry about the decimal. So how many times did 15 go into 28? 15 does not go into 2. So how many times does 15 go into 28? 15 goes into 28 one time evenly. So we're going to have 13 left over. How many times does 15 go into 130? 15 goes into 130 8 times. 8 times 15 is 120. So we're going to be left with 10. Now we have to see how many times does 15 go into 100. 15 goes into 100 6 times. So that's going to be 6 times 15 is 90. So again, there's going to be 10 left over. And this will repeat. So we can just leave this as 0.186, and there will be 66666 after the other end. So we're just going to leave it as 1.86 or 87 rounding up. So y is going to be equal to 0.1867. And if you were confused by how I knew that this would go on, if we brought down a 0 for this again, we get 100 again, and that goes into it 6 times, so that would be 90. We'd get 10 again, bring down the 0, we'd get 100 again, and it would just keep going on. So let's look at one last example. Say we have a divided by 3.2 minus 2.06 equals 4.088. So we're going to start by adding the 2.06 to both sides. So we're going to have a over 3.2 minus 0 equals, making sure the decimals are in line when we're adding or subtracting. We're going to put a 0 here to hold our place. 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 6 is 14. Carry the 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. And 4 plus 2 is going to be 6. So now we have a over 3.2 equals 6.148. What we have left to do is to multiply by 3.2 to get it out from the bottom. Whatever we do to the one side, we have to do to the other side. So let's do our multiplication up here. 6.148 times 3.2. We're going to ignore the decimals to start. So 8 times 2 is 16. Carry the 1. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 6 is 12. We're done with the 2, so we're going to put a 0 as our placeholder. 8 times 3 is 24. Carry the 2. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. Carry the 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. And 3 times 6 is 18. Adding those together, we're going to get 6. 9 plus 4 is 13. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. 2 plus 4 is 6. 1 plus 8 is 9. And 1 plus 0 is 1. So now, looking at our decimal, we can see that it's moved over 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So we're going to start on the end and go 1, 2, 3, 4. So our decimal is going to be right here. So our answer is A equals 19.673